those who have seen my previous lecture, you must remember that we have done the concept of workmen's compensation fund and its various cases. Today, I'll be talking about the treatment of investment fluctuation fund or investment fund. Like General Reserve, Workmen's Compensation Fund, Investment Fund or Investment Fluctuation Fund also appears in the liability side of the balance sheet. It is generally seen that in the asset side of the balance sheet we have an investment, and the liability side of the balance sheet we have an investment fluctuation fund. And if no information is given about anything about the change in the value of investment, the investment fluctuation fund will be distributed among all partners in all ratio during the change of the partnership, that is whenever there is the admission of a new partner. Now, you have to understand it very carefully that the values of the investment fluctuation fund is given in the liability side of the balance sheet, and the value of investment is given in the asset side of the balance sheet. Now, let us start with a very simple case where we will have an investment fluctuation fund which is given as 30,000 in the liability side of the balance sheet, and there is an investment valued at 3 lakh, and there is no other piece of information given. We know that there are two partners X and Y who share the profits in the ratio of 3:2, and Z comes in and the new profit sharing ratio becomes 5:3:2. Now over here, this new ratio 5:3:2 has no meaning, because whenever there is a change in partnership which happens due to the admission of a new partner Z, the old partners, that is X and Y, will be benefited with any type of accumulated profits or accumulated reserves which are there in the liability side of the balance sheet. Now you can see there is an investment of 3 lakh and there is an investment fluctuation fund of 30,000, and there is no other information given in the question. In such a case, this investment fluctuation fund will be distributed among X and Y in the ratio of 3:2, and the journal entry will be investment fluctuation fund account debit to excess capital account to Y's capital account, and 30,000 will be divided in the ratio of 3:2. Therefore, 30,000 divided by 5 gives you 6,000 into 3. So, A will get a benefit of 18,000 and B will get a benefit of 12,000. Be very clear about this concept that whenever a new partner Z comes in, only the old partners will be benefited with this investment fluctuation fund. Why is it known as the investment fluctuation fund? Because we know it very clearly that investment does not remain stable throughout the lifetime of the business. It goes on increasing or decreasing. Now we are changing the case a little bit. We are taking the same example of investment fluctuation fund as 30,000 and investment as 3 lakh, and we have partners as X and Y who had a PSR of 3:2, and there is Z who comes in and the new PSR becomes 5:3:2. As I had told earlier, the new profit sharing ratio will have no relevance over here. Another piece of information has been given that the market value of investment has become 2,90,000. So you can see very carefully that the market value of investment has been reduced by 10,000, and that will be made up from the investment fluctuation fund. In simple words, what I mean is that the investment fluctuation fund will now become 20,000 because 10,000 will be adjusted from it from investment, and the remaining 20,000 will be distributed among old partners in the old ratio, which is 3:2. So let us pass the journal entry and see the impact. So the journal entry will be investment fluctuation fund account debit to investment to excess capital account to Y's capital account. Please see very carefully. The investment fluctuation fund is 30,000, and as the value of investment has reduced to 2,90,000, 10,000 will be taken out from that, and therefore there is 20,000 left, and 20,000 will be distributed among X and Y in the ratio 3:2. So 20,000 divided by 5 gives us 4,000. Therefore 4,000 into 3 will be 12,000 for X and 8,000 for Y. So this is the treatment when the market value of investment has gone down, but it has gone down less than the investment fluctuation fund. We will very soon see the other cases in which the value of investment fluctuates and the impact on the journal of the old partners. Now let us take a case in which the investment has reduced to 2,70,000. The market value of investment has fallen down from 3 lakh to 2,70,000, which is exactly the same amount as it has been created in the investment fluctuation fund. In such a case, what will happen is that the journal entry which will be done will be investment fluctuation fund account debit to investment, and the old partners will not get any benefit from the investment fluctuation fund. So the journal entry in this case will be investment fluctuation fund account debit to investment 30,000. Please understand it very carefully, students. The basic concept of creating an investment fluctuation fund is to get away or cushion the gap of the decreasing value of investment. Now you can see over here the value of investment, which was earlier 3 lakh, has now gone down to 2,70,000, and thankfully there was an investment fluctuation fund of 30,000 which has now been transferred to the investment account. So you can see over here investment fluctuation fund 30,000 to investment 30,000, and since nothing is left, it will not be distributed to the old partners. Now I have taken another case where the investment has gone down 20,000 more. If you remember the first case, the investment had fallen down by 10,000. That means from 3 lakh it had become 2,90,000. In the previous case, it has gone down by 30,000. That means from 3 lakh it had become to 2,70,000. Now you can see over here it has gone down by 50,000. That is from 3 lakh it has become 2,50,000. In such a case, you can see the investment fluctuation fund is only 30,000, but the value of investment has gone down by 50,000. So there will be two journal entries in this case, because the deficit of the investment fluctuation fund will be actually posted in the revaluation account, and that revaluation loss will be distributed among the old partners in the old ratio. So let us see the two journal entries in this case where the value of investment falls more than the investment fluctuation fund, which appears in the balance sheet liability side. So the first journal entry which we'll do over here is investment fluctuation fund account debit revaluation account debit to investment account. Please see very carefully. We have an investment fluctuation fund of 50,000, but the value of investment has gone down by 50,000. I hope you are understanding that whenever the value of investment is going down, we are writing it in the credit side, because the investment itself is a debit item, and if the value is falling, we are writing it in the credit side. So investment is 50,000. The debit side and the credit side does not tally, and you know whenever we pass journal entries, the debit side and credit side should tally. So the balancing figure would be going to the revaluation account, that is 20,000. So now we have got the journal entry investment fluctuation fund 30,000, because that was what was given in the question. Revaluation account is the gap which we have filled, 20,000, and to investment 50,000. Now this revaluation account 20,000 is basically showing us a loss, and it should be distributed among old partners in the old ratio, which is 3:2. So therefore we have to pass another journal entry in this case, and that journal entry will be excess capital account debit wise capital account debit to revaluation account to revaluation account. See very carefully, the value of revaluation is 20,000. By this, we are actually cancelling the impact of devaluation. Now, 20,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 3:2. That means X will have 12,000 and Y 8,000. So the journal entry in this case is X's capital account debit 12,000, Y's capital account debit 8,000. To revaluation, which was 20,000 over here, we have written 20,000 over there. So that actually concludes this part when the value of investment is falling. If you see very carefully, I have taken 3 cases in which the value of investment has fallen. Now let us see what will happen if the value of investment rises up. That means goes beyond 3 lakh. Now we are taking a case in which the value of investment has increased from 3 lakh to 3 lakh 30,000. As I have already told you, the value of investment does not remain stable. It can increase, it can decrease. Generally it decreases or increases over a time period. But I have taken a case where the value of investment remained constant. If you remember, now in this case the value of investment has gone up to 30,000. By 30,000, and in that case, if you remember, whenever the value of asset increases, it should be shown through the revaluation account and it should be posted in the credit side of the revaluation account. So first we'll take the case of the increase in value of investment and then we'll go with the treatment of investment fluctuation fund. So the first entry over here, see very carefully, the value of investment has gone up by 30,000 and the journal entry in that case would be investment account debit to revaluation account 30,000. I hope this is very clear. From 3 lakh it is becoming 3 lakh 30,000. This impact of revaluation over here shows you very clearly that there is a profit on revaluation of 30,000 and that should be distributed among the old partners X and Y in 3:2. Therefore, we'll do the next journal entry, that is revaluation account debit to excess capital account to Y's capital account, and the amount, see very carefully, 30,000 in the ratio of 3:2. So 18,000 to the first partner and 12,000 to the second partner. Now, there's another thing which is there in the liability side of the balance sheet, investment fluctuation fund, which is not being treated, but it has to be treated when the admission has taken place. Now, the next entry over here will be investment fluctuation fund account debit to excess capital to Y's capital. And the investment fluctuation fund is also 30,000. Therefore, the treatment will be similar to the above treatment. See very carefully. There was a profit of revaluation of 30,000. So we have done revaluation 30,000 to excess capital to Y's capital 18,000, 12,000. And over here we have done investment fluctuation account 30,000. We have taken that from the liability side of the balance sheet and we have distributed among the old partners X capital and Y's capital 18,000 and 12,000. Always remember that this is an accumulated amount which is there in the liability side of the balance sheet, and due to admission of the partner, the old partners should get benefited by it, because the old partners will not want the new partners to get the benefit of any accumulated amounts which is there in the liability side of the balance sheet. With this, we have concluded with the treatment of investment and how the investment fund is treated. I have explained to you that if there is no information given about the investment, what will be done? If there is a decrease in the value of investment, what will be done? And if there is an increase in the value of investment, what will be done? Keep watching my channel. I'll come up with a new video where I'll talk about more things based on accumulated profits. Don't miss any of my lectures. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, subscribe it and press the bell icon so that